Joining us on the Pix 11 Morning News, I'm Kirstin Cole, in for John Muller.
Good morning. I'm Vanessa Freeman. We start you off here with your morning weather alert here. A heat advisory going into effect today as temperatures are expected to top 90 degrees. Marissa Torres with the very latest. Good morning, Marissa.
We are back in summer full throttle. Heat advisory kicking in at 11 o'clock today and lasting until tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Heat index, meaning how it's going to feel on the skin, and it's going to feel like it's in the upper 90s to triple digits. It's for most of New Jersey through the Hudson Valley, extending for parts of Long Island. So you have to be early morning hours. And then the George Washington Bridge. So right now you're looking at a decent commute on the inbound side, relatively quiet coming across the span, and then noticing the outbound side a little bit fuller, but overall we're looking at a nice commute. You still have construction, by the way, at the Lincoln Tunnel with that center tube that is closed. Alternate side of the street parking, it is back in effect this morning, and so are those meter rules, guys. Back to you.
Election headquarters, and the wait could finally be over. Today, we'll likely have a better idea of who will be New York City's next Democratic nominee for mayor. The Board of Education set to release preliminary results, factoring in more than 125 absentee ballots. They were left out of last week's update, which showed Borough President Eric Adams defeating former Sanitation Commissioner Catherine Garcia by about 15,000 votes in the Democratic primary. This after an initial mess up due to incorrect ballot counting. Pix 11's Katie Corrado joining us now from Lower Manhattan with the very latest on this highly anticipated race. Good morning, Katie.
As we get them from the Board of Elections. Reporting live outside of City Hall, I'm Katie Corrado, Pix 11 News.
Suspense with serious ramifications. Thank you, Katie. Meanwhile, a New Jersey man has been arrested after driving a car towards a crowd of people, then crashing it on Washington Monument grounds. The U.S. National Park Service says that Jack Desson crashed into a security barrier in D.C. on Sunday night. Fortunately, nobody was injured in this incident. The 36-year-old Gloucester County man was charged with assault.
So we'll take it out to the Throgs Neck Bridge. Just a reminder, you have that new road layout. So Queens-bound, a little bit of a slower drive as you're trying to get out of the Bronx this morning. The Whitestone Bridge would be the quickest and easiest way to get around it. And we'll continue to watch that. Typically gets a lot heavier as we get further into the commute, but a quieter look as we take a live look at the Miracle Bridge, where traffic heading into Westchester moving really nicely this morning, a little bit quieter over Rockland, but notice even the water below is a little bit choppier than we typically see, so a little bit of wind out there, but not bad, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Marissa. So, some great news for all New York City readers.
Yes, happening today, the New York Public Library is reopening all of its remaining available locations that are not
already starting to get a little warm. So 74 degrees right now in Central Park, Hoboken at 75. We checked on Lindenhurst at 72 degrees there. Winds are out of the southwest. Noticing you do have some clouds that are out there, and at this point, no rain that we're looking at. As we continue to march through the day, we do have a surface trough, essentially a disturbance that's going to help trigger some showers. You still have high pressure off to the southwest, so that's going to give us a southwest-west wind, but this is going to be the catalyst for triggering some potentially very strong thunderstorms in the afternoon. 9 o'clock starting off quiet, just some partly sunny conditions, let's say, so not as bright maybe as yesterday, but a decent day, at least for the first half. By 3 o'clock, especially for the Hudson Valley, parts along the Jersey Shore coming in, this is when you start to see the thunderstorm activity pick up. Start to see things pick up from north to, well, then southeast. So by 5 p.m., 93 degrees, 88 by 9 p.m. We'll break down the extended forecast and also time out those storms for you. As for the commute this morning, the Garden State Parkway, so southbound, right near exit 168. I mentioned this at 4:30, but it's still out there. It's
leaving tourists violently attacked while visiting our city. In just the past 2 weeks, we've seen at least 3 crimes involving on this Tuesday, July 6th. Time right now, 5:30. I'm Kirstin Cole, in for John Muller.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm Vanessa Freeman. To take in the sights of the city. Even if you couldn't get to the beach, there's always something to do and see in the neighborhood. If you're in Queens, you may have seen some folks restoring pieces of city history.
On the northern state. So this is westbound right at Round Swamp Road. Still there, still blocking that left lane and still causing a little bit of a delay. So heading into
free summer plan for children across the 5 boroughs. It starts today. The de Blasio administration says Summer Rising is available to every New York City student, including students with disabilities. But some parents and teachers fear this program is not properly equipped with staff or even enough space. Pix 11's Rebecca Solomon is live in Kips Bay with more. Hey, Rebecca, good morning.
Brooklyn mom says she needs a new safe home for herself and her son, that for over a year she's been battling leaks inside her apartment. And as a new small business owner, working from home has become a true nightmare.
So Tunneling Avenue northbound now reporting a crash right at Secaucus Road. It is heavy as it is blocking that right lane, and that's the delay leading into it. Once you get past it.
I sure am, and you guys know as well as anyone that during the pandemic we met so many interesting people. At the end of every segment we said, you know what, when things open up, we'd love to have you here at Pix Plaza. Today is one of those days because I am joined by a human who you met. As a photographer.
Good to see you. I'm hiding my feet.
What's on your feet?
My shoes.
What's on your feet? Between your feet and my socks.
Yeah. Show them off. Betty, show them off.
Okay, should I tell people I went to the restroom in these shoes because it's easier to walk than in these shoes.
Yeah.
And I didn't have time to put these shoes on, so.
You shouldn't have to wear those. You shouldn't have to wear high heels.
You know what?
Right.
This is way more comfortable.
Just be comfortable.
Okay.
No,
Probably
no,
be
no.
in
You
flats all
look
day.
fantastic no matter what. People do that to my wife all the time. Like, you should wear great high heels. It's like, shut up. If you wear high heels,
Right.
you would know what it feels like.
It's miserable.
You wear whatever you want to wear,
Well,
guys.
thank you.
How about these bad boys, huh?
I love your shoes, Dan.
I like your socks, Dan.
Look at this.
Oh, nice.
Look at this, huh?
They'll always be with you.
Look at that, huh?
They'll always be with you.
He's always stepping on us.
Thank you to Marissa Torres for these gems. All right, at 10:04 right now, a free summer plan for children across the 5 boroughs begins today. The de Blasio administration says Summer Rising available to every single New York City student.
Yep, and though the program is free, some parents and teachers really worry it isn't properly equipped or staffed with enough space. Pix 11's Rebecca Solomon is live in Kips Bay with more on this. Good morning.